In the year 480 BC, 300 men stood in a narrow mountain pass and decided to fight an army of over 100,000. They knew they were going to die. They stayed anyway. This is how they did it. The Persian Empire was the largest the world had ever seen. Its king, Xerxes, wanted Greece, and he brought a force so massive that ancient writers said they drank rivers dry. Standing in his way were the Greeks, and at the front, 300 Spartans. Spartans weren't normal soldiers. From an age of 7, they trained for one thing only: war. The Spartans couldn't beat Xerxes in an open field. His army was simply too big, so they picked their ground carefully. A pass called Thermopylae. On one side, mountains. On the other, the sea. In between, a gap so narrow only a handful of men could fight at once. Suddenly, Xerxes' biggest advantage, his numbers, didn't matter. It didn't help to have 100,000 men if only a few could reach the enemy at a time. Xerxes sent wave after wave. They crashed against the Spartan shield wall and broke. The Greeks fought in a tight formation called a phalanx, shields locked, spears out, like a wall with teeth. He sent his elite troops, the Immortals, his very best. They failed too. For 2 whole days, 300 men held the line against an empire. And then, betrayal. A local man, hoping for a reward, told Xerxes a secret. There was another path through the mountains, a way around. Under cover of night, the Persians slipped behind the Greeks. By morning, the Spartans were surrounded. Their leader, King Leonidas, knew the battle was lost. He sent most of the Greek army away to fight another day. But he and his 300 Spartans stayed to cover the retreat and to die on their feet. Surrounded on all sides, they fought with spears until their spears shattered. Then with swords, then, it said, with their bare hands and teeth. Every last one of them fell. They lost, but their stand brought Greece time to gather, to prepare, and months later, to crush the Persian invasion for good. And the story of 300 men who refused to run, it's still told 2,500 years later. You just heard it. If you want more stories of impossible battles, subscribe. There are a lot of them. Thanks for watching.